Hi, today I want to talk to you about eye health. This is my friend Pookie, and she wants to talk to you about something really important. Does your pet suffer from the dreaded stink eye? Sometimes Pookie has the dreaded stink eye. Actually, right now her eyes are looking pretty good. So what's the stink eye? It's this discharge that comes from the eyes down the face in the little fold there, and it can get a really nasty smell. The smell comes from the bacteria that are in the tear film that get trapped in the folds there and cause a smell. And Pookie is my worst pet with this problem, but she doesn't have it very often. And the little bit of discharge she has right there right now actually has no smell at all. And the way that we get rid of that smell is to have a really healthy immune system and to only have healthy bacteria in the system, not detrimental bacteria that have a bad odor. You should clean this area of your pet's face, particularly if they have little folds and they have any discharge like that, on a daily basis, 1 or 2 times a day. And just a cloth with warm water is enough to take care of the problem. The way that you get rid of the stink eye is you have a healthy immune system and you feed a good probiotic. I like to use products like the RX Biotics, which is a vegetarian probiotic. I also like Cinecor as a product that has prebiotics, probiotics, and digestive enzymes in it and works really well. So put your pets on a healthy, species-appropriate diet, like a raw diet or a homemade diet. You can check that out in What's for Dinner Dexter, Cooking for Your Pet Using Chinese Medicine Theory, and get a healthy immune system. So we want to talk about eye health in general today. So we're going to bring in our little friend, Freckles. And Freckles is one of my adopted 14-year-old Cocker Spaniels. And when you look at her eyes, you can probably tell right off the bat that we have a couple things going on here. So that white cloud in the middle is a cataract. And you can see her pupil is dilating and contracting. And so that means a little bit of light is getting through there, and she sees just a tiny bit, really mostly shadows. She also suffers from dry eye. So on this side, you can see how red that eye is, and she's got a little mass on the eyelid right there, and that rubs on the eye as well. Now, I will admit that yesterday we were out of the house for a long day, and she didn't get her drops every 2 hours, and that's why this eye is looking so inflamed and red today. So we're going to catch up today. We're going to clean that up. We're going to put her drops in every couple of hours so that that eye will look great. And by tomorrow morning, it should look just as happy as this eye, even though she still has the cataract. Okay, if I can get... Come here, Millie. Come here, Mill. Come here. I'm going to get one more of my friends over here. Come here, sweetie. Good girl. Oh, my. And this is Millie, who is also a 13-year-old Cocker Spaniel. And so this is a common old Cocker problem, obviously. So there's a pretty healthy eye there. She's got a little bit of clouding in the cornea, but really not looking too bad. And then on this side, we have a really mature cataract. And so that's very cloudy and white. These cataracts can start leaking proteins in the eye and causing inflammation. Millie does have a little bit of inflammation, so she's on a little bit of an anti-inflammatory drop for that eye as well. She also has a little bit of another problem that's common in spaniels and hounds. This is a little bit of a droopy lower lid, and that's something called ectropion. So they get a little bit of pocket down there, and they just collect dust and pollen and stuff in there, so it causes a little more redness as well. All right, thank you, Millie. So eye problems are not something to be taken lightly. Anytime your pet has a squinty eye, a red eye, you should have the pet checked by your veterinarian. Very, very important to stay on top of eye health because blindness is something that is a real problem for your pets to live with. Little Freckles, the first Cocker that I showed you, does not see very well at all. And if allowed to wander outside on her own, she will walk directly into the pool or the pond, which could be a life-threatening situation. So she goes out only with supervision or on a leash or in a fenced yard away from those areas. So be very careful with your pet's eyes. Follow up with your veterinarian. If your pet gets a scratch on the cornea, it's very, very painful for them. And if the veterinarian prescribes medication and says, please come back in a few days for a follow-up, please follow up. Very, very important. It doesn't take much for an ulcer to go from a painful pain in the eye to the loss of vision and loss of the eye. So take good care of your pet's eyes. If you are lucky enough, like we are, to have an ophthalmologist fairly close by, really, really nice to see a specialist when you have these sorts of problems occurring. All of our kids that I just showed you with eye problems have seen the specialist. They've all been prescribed different things, and we try to keep their eyes in as good health as possible. So take good care of your pets. Have a great day. Talk to you later.